Probably one of the most common issues I see restaurant owners having is that they feel like their employees aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing or what they ask them to do when they're not there, like when they're not actually in the restaurant. And that is a huge problem for a million reasons. The question is why? Why are they doing it? How do they get them to do it? And the problem is that if your employees aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing or what you ask them to do when you're not in the restaurant, that means that they're following you as a boss. They're following you because they don't want to get in trouble, they don't want to get fired. They're not bought in. That's the big piece right there, is that they're not bought in. Your mission is obviously to give the guests the best experience possible. That's why you're here, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what it's all about, right? Guests first, you want to give them the best experience consistently. That's the name of the game, and you use hospitality to really deliver that. The problem is if your employees aren't bought into that, then they're not going to do it when you're not around. Even if you have good accountability systems, how are you going to know when you're not there, right? So you really have to count on your employees to have autonomy. If you don't, then it's a problem. So you really want to focus on making sure they're bought in, because if they're bought in, then they're going to follow you as a leader versus you as a boss, and that's a big difference. If they're following you as a boss, they're just looking to not get fired, to not get in trouble. If they're following you as a leader, then they're actually going to do what they're supposed to be doing when you're not around. Getting them bought in isn't easy, but it's definitely doable. There's huge restaurant groups that do that all the time. But there has to be systems and strategies and training involved. It all starts with the hiring process and goes to the training process, and then obviously on the floor, but you have to really instill it into your employees.